Um, for starters, for starters, starters, start. So for starters, I wanted to record this video on my Canon Digicam, which I can only use as a recorder because it has a problem with the obturator. I mean, I'm able to take photos and do anything with the camera. It's no problem at all. But when I shoot the photo, the only problem is that as the obturator doesn't close, the light just come into the sensor and everything looks whitish and pretty much it can't take photos basically. What it can do is record video because when you're recording, you don't even need to close the obturator. It just keep open to let the light in, and the camera just do the settings for you know getting the exposure off and everything. So I explained way too much, but I wanted to film on this camera. I couldn't. Why? Mainly because when I turn it on, it gives me a problem with the SD card. I don't really know if the problem it's related to the SD card itself, because I have a bunch of other cards sitting around and test them, but maybe it has some sort of problem with the format of the card. I mean, it's an old camera, you can tell, but I'm using a 64 gigs card, so I did format it in FAT32 to match the old format that I had, but there were no problems when I had been recording the previous videos. So I don't really know what. I'm explaining a bit too much, so I don't know. I have my camera right here, like the one that I use to shoot my photos that I upload to Instagram. I tear it apart because in some photos you can, when uh, you know, I can take a photo to a solid color, white, just whiten the photo, and you can see that there are little dots on the screen itself, in the photo, in the image. You can tell that maybe it was the sensor or the lenses that was, dirty or whatever. I tear it apart, no problem. I've done it before multiple times, but this time I kind of fucked up. Why? Because the sensor just keeps the light. Well, you cannot see it. I don't know if I can show it there, but what's my hand anyway? I don't know if you can tell, but the camera starts artifacting. You can see those lines. I mean, my webcam cannot focus, so probably you won't be able to see it. But yeah, right there. You see the right here those lines. That's the problem, because I don't want my camera to artifact. There's some kind of static around cameras artifacting or having lines, or those purple lines, or whatever. I think that's based on the UV light that comes to the camera itself. I don't know if it has to do something with the sensor or anything, but my problem here is that I don't want it artifacting. I just wanted to clean the sensor, and that's all. And now I can't get it fixed. Today I was shooting photos just fine. I mean, I think that I might be able to show some photos that I took, today, hours ago. Photos, yeah. don't know if yeah, it's still recording. So that was taken today. It was working just fine, and I had to do my thing, tear it apart, strip it down, and do whatever I know that I must not do, but I do it either way. I'm sorry for mispronouncing a lot of words with it. I mean, I think that I explained this in previous videos that I did the videos specifically for practicing my pronunciation and stuff. So maybe if somehow I see the video, which I don't tend to do. If I see the video, I'm obviously gonna cringe out that my pronunciation my pronunciation isn't good or anything. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video, probably not, but I think that I'm going making so much turns into the same theme. I think that has automatic lighting, so yeah. My problem here is that I use this camera, and it's the only camera that I have. Like it's pocket carryable to use in my day to day. I mean, I carry it every day this camera, and every week I tend to shoot some photos, and that might be the biggest problem to me because I love this camera, even though that it has a problem with the sensor. That I had some photos that I took, but the sensor, I don't know if it's that was loose or something, but I have some of them here. Where are those photos? Where are they? Phone. Uh, yeah, right here. So my camera tended to do this, like put this artifacting purple lines. I thought that it was maybe. I mean, it looks cool, but in other photos you cannot pretty much tell what's happening on the image. So I wanted to be able to control that artifacting myself. I couldn't. Um, Now I'm here stuck with a camera that doesn't work, that I use daily, and as I explained, I cannot use this one. I after that one that I showed recently, that was my mother's camera. I bought this one in hoping that I could repair it. I couldn't. I figured out the problem, and I know that I am able to fix it, but I don't have the tools. There's a ribbon cable that it's broken on one of the sensor of the motors, like in the motor mount that takes the lens out. There's a problem with the sensor, so the camera pretty much doesn't initiate or anything. I don't know if I'm able or I might be able to bypass that. I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't even have the schematics of the main board or the connection that goes to the flex cable. So I'm hoping that one day I can. That's why I have it. That's why I haven't sold it. I mean, it's a nice camera. It's in nice condition. The only problem that it has is the motor sensor. You can tell that it's beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful. The model is, and that's another problem with this camera, that I couldn't even find anything online about this camera. The user manual, but that's not well used for anything. DCC, I don't know how to say the double. Well, DTC W80. That's the model of this camera. It's pretty small. It's smaller than the one that I have here and has less megapixels. I think that about 7 or 8. Mine has 10. The one that I fucked up, and I want to be able to shoot photos with my camera now, because I bought this one. I when I bought it, I managed to, you know, bought it for half the price, and seeing now that I fucked up, it gives me joy, joy to shoot photos. I mean, I like that. I like photography. It's pretty much a hobby, but well, you could say that. Well, get another camera, take that one. You can tell what's happening on the screen, but the sensor just artifacts, and I don't like the way that it's artifacting, because it takes the light, like the bright sources, and artifacts. I don't like that. I don't even know why I'm wearing uh, hoodie. Now I can hear myself. I want to be able to fix this. I don't know how. I tried loosening the bolts that go to the sensor or the lens. Nothing worked. So I'm sure that it's some kind of problem with the sensor. I think that it's a CCD sensor, if I'm not correct. I think this is a 2012 camera. So back then they started using CCD sensors more often in those models, like the W100 and up to that they use CCD sensors. I mean, for Sony. But I don't think that I'm gonna be able to fix this. I don't like that idea. I like to be able to fix my stuff, and well, I'm jumping a lot of. Basically, I could buy another camera. I mean, over the past few week, I've been looking into it. I've been, looking for cameras. I actually was going to buy one, but the buyer, well, the seller, sorry, was so fucking distant from. I mean, the camera was perfect, not at all, because they didn't know if it worked or not. But I like broken stuff. I like to, as I said, be able to fix things. I think that goes deeper into fixing stuff. I think that it has to do something with myself as a person, but I just don't know. guessing that I'm going to still be looking out for some cameras, but I want something that fit my budget, because I have another semi-professional camera. Wait a minute. I have this camera, Canon PowerShot SX530 HS. Semi-professional, I guess. It's a nice camera. I'm not gonna lie, but I want a Digicam, and that's my thing. Mostly is with portability. Because I have a bag for this camera, and it's like a lunchbox. I'm not gonna take that to uni, where I only have my backpack, and I obviously don't want to just throw this into my backpack or be carrying it around. Because oh fuck, and at the start of the video, I had so much trouble saying that word, and I'm gonna cut that part. Maybe now that I say it, I might just not. I might not. I think that I'm just gonna upload it the way it is, the video. It's 17 minutes and a half now. But that's the thing. I had problem with saying starters. STARTR. Translate. Starters. Starters.
Starters.
Starters.
Starters.
Starters.
Starters.
Starters. So for starters, that word, whatever. I'm not going to. No, I said that. Alright, reason number one, might get stolen. Reason number two, I I don't like I don't like people watching me when I do stuff. I don't want people to think that, oh, look at him, he's a photographer, or he's pretentious or something. Even though I don't know these people, even though I don't care about these people, there's just something that I don't want to know, or I don't want to see them looking at me. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. And I don't want, the main problem, I think, that I don't want people looking at me. I'm just gonna take my hair. I don't want people looking at me doing my stuff. I mean, with a Digicam, it's so more, easy. I can take out of my pocket, aim, shoot, that's all. Maybe take a few more shoots. Maybe take 10 shoots. Maybe change positions. Maybe, I don't know, the angle. It feels a little off, so I wanted to take from another angle, wider. I don't know, vertically. Maybe a vertical photo or horizontal. Fuck. Where is it? I think here. There's a focus mosquito here. I don't like people looking at me, and I don't even like to look at me. Why my camera is blue now? Yeah, I think more color blue. Normal. Right, whatever. I like this camera. I shot a few shots with it. I'm not so much. Alright, I'm looking at my camera roll and I forgot that I had these photos. Like, so I have some photos with my girlfriend here. So I took some photos of her cat. She looks. The lens has some fisheye, but generated by the camera, some sort of filter. I haven't taken so much photos with this camera, the level that I took with my Digicam, this one specifically. All of the photos that I have on my Instagram are from this camera, and I fucked up this camera, the one that I love to use, the one that was my fault. The video is getting too long, so I think that I'm just gonna cut here and make a part 2, I guess. This is the part 1 from me complaining and practicing my pronunciation for English and anything but to I'm doing anything but to fix my problem that I made myself. I've been thinking about a lot of things recently, and I don't think that I'm gonna say that on camera. I'm obviously not gonna say it on camera, but I'm not even. I don't even have some kind of hint or clue to what to say to. I don't know. For me to understand that I know that the thing that I'm thinking of will understand. I now that I kind of think about what I've been saying for 24 minutes, I can't help but to look like some freak, like some degenerate, like I'm going crazy on my bedroom, like I'm a mentally or emotionally unstable person. This is the first video that that I haven't done in a long time. I recently I started to do streams again. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip when I don't have a word to say, and I'm just going to be like awkwardly staring at the camera or me in my monitor. Um, I don't even have something to do or to say now. I've been listening to FX Twin recently. Great. Alright, so no one is going to watch a 25 minute video of someone that they don't know or maybe know talking about something that they don't care, and if they care, thanks, I guess. I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't know who's watching the video. I'm never gonna know because I don't have the analytics. You know, oh, X person saw that video, Y person saw your video. To I think that I can see in an analytics to what minute mostly people were drop out the video, but I cannot see who watched the video. I think that's obvious, but I hope that you guys can hear Film by FX Stream. Great artist. I've been listening to selected ambient works from 85 to 92. Great album. Nothing more to say. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna cut the video here. I'm gonna continue talking and just gonna separate the video. You know that to have variety, even though it's the same video that I'm just gonna end here and start other right after I finish this one to keep talking. I don't know. I might be. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna do an outro with my Hachiwara that my girlfriend gave me. Oh yeah, pasta yeah, yay!